Morning everybody. I've just been to Peter Wynn Tyres at Pocklington to change one of the Falken Wildpeak all-terrain tyres. They've done 17,000 miles and I developed a slow punch here on Wednesday doing our coast to coast run from Robin Hood's Bay to Cumbria, and on sometime on Wednesday morning the tyre pressure monitoring system started to beep and tell me I got low pressure in the driver's side front. You couldn't see it, so you know it's a good thing when it's annoying at times, but it's also has its safety features. Now, been to Peter Wynn's, organised the tyre last week, and we've just checked it in the water bath, and it's actually I thought it was sidewall damage from hitting a rock, and it actually appears to be more of a pinprick punctures in the sidewall, so I'm not quite sure. So I'll be going away to get tested, because the whole point of me using tyres from different manufacturers is to give feedback. And so far I've been very, very impressed with the Falken Wildpeaks. They're not an aggressive all-terrain tyre, but I don't want an aggressive all-terrain tyre. You know, I want one that's jack of all trades and master of none, and they certainly are. They've done 17,000 miles since they were fitted, and they've used 2 mil of tread. They don't actually have a lot in the first place, they've got 10. So it's down to 8 mil. So what we did was we took the spare off, which is brand new, and put the spare on the front offside, and we put the new one on the near side front as well. So we're running even front tyres, and the rear tyres are a couple of mil difference. Now that's okay, I can get away with that. If you were down to sort of like 3 mil on the back and 10 mil on the front, I would advise you put 4 new tyres on, because you're running the diffs against each other, and you've got potential of parts of the system working that don't need to be working, because they think that you need 4-wheel drive. So it's a bit, you know, you could argue that and say that's not a very good explanation of it, and it probably isn't, but you know it is a fact that you should run as even as possible depth of tread of tyre all round. So there you go, that's been my morning. Down to Peter Wynn's, 1 new tyre and a learning lesson. I have thought I clipped a few more rocks than normal this week, and I come to a conclusion. It's a very wide vehicle anyway, and in the UK, come to the conclusion that my mind isn't taken into account. We've put wheel spacers on. It's had wheel spacers on now for a few months, and so we're like, I don't know, 50 mil wider all round or something like that, and it's surprising on a very wide car, just that bit more. I felt I've been a little bit more not so clever and not so consistent with missing the rocks as I normally would do, so that's maybe the reason. Anyway, boring, you know. Have a nice Saturday morning everybody. I'm getting ready to go to the Balkans.